Welcome back to Politics Watch. This is Sir P. Now, a lot of my subscribers have been sending me a video from the channel known as Akeen. Right, a lot of my subscribers would know this channel. Right, so Akeen, big up yourself. Right, but he was talking about the fact that, or he had a video titled "The Prime Minister Andrew Holness is coming." Right, for YouTubers, Jamaican YouTubers, and I thought to myself, hold on. Oh, that sounds away. And listen, Akeen, big up yourself. Your thumbnail and the whole Terminator image, listen, when it comes on to this, the graphic side of it, you're clearly in a different league to me, because, listen, I'm telling you, when I saw that thumbnail, I thought to myself, no, this is serious. I was expecting to hear at least 5 YouTubers doing a GP right now, right? And then I look for the next 3, right? And I'm going to have to think to myself, boy, imagine after I just did the video upon Preke Boy, or Preke Boy wanted and I sleep in a bush to the point where him look beard up, and some I gonna end up asleep in a bush side of Preke Boy. Imagine me and Preke Boy turn bridging, I live the same wanted man life. People, fun and joke aside, let's talk about this. Let's talk about the fact that Prime Minister Andrew Holness came out and did a speech where he, according to Loop, blast commentators for doom and gloom outlook on country. Before I go into this any further, I'm going to show you a video. And in that video, we're going to play a game. And the name of that game is Spot the Flag. Yes, people, it's a new game. Spot the Flag. This video is going to show you the countries with the worst homicide rates per capita going all the way back to 1990. I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to play the clip. You're going to watch it, then I'll come back to you. Check this out. Now, in that video, which is not a Jamaican-made video, the Jamaican media, Jamaican vloggers did not come together and make that video. That right there is global information. Now tell me, in that video, you saw many flags. You see flag come, and you see flag go. You see flag take leave. You see flag go on maternity break. Then come back, some disappear completely. But which flag was a constant? Which flag did you see remain in that group? Right through, from 1990 come right up? Oh, that's right, that's the Jamaican flag. Doom and gloom? Prime Minister Andrew Holness, you have to understand something here. You are the leader of one of the most violent nations on planet Earth. Now, of course, you would argue, I saw you come seat. And that would be a fair statement. However, as the leader, you are still tasked as the person who is supposed to try and do something about that. Now, I understand politicians are not used to the fact that they can no longer control the narrative. You see, back in the day, there was only like one source of news. You have to go either Gleaner or go TVJ or CVM. And if certain politicians did have certain links to certain people who run them organization, they are in general, this is not Jamaica, worldwide, whoever control the press, control the narrative. But nowadays, information is more available. Nowadays, a little man can take up a microphone and give his opinion. And I think this is bothering leaders all over the world, right? Now, let us look at what the Prime Minister actually had to say, right? He says, and I'm going to quote a very interesting line here. He says, if you listen to local media and you listen to the commentary of those who have the privilege to have their views projected onto the rest of the population by virtue of their access to the media, if you listen to those who by virtue of their extensive knowledge and training, and by virtue of that they have become very influential in society, and if you listen to what they project into the minds of people every day, and if you were to only listen to what they say, you could easily draw the conclusion that Jamaica is collapsing easily. End quote. I find it very interesting. Privileged persons in media. He goes on to state that he remembers an African student, right, who had a course maybe 3 or 4 days. Then on the weekend, the Prime Minister noticed he was packing up to leave. And he said he was curious as to why the youth leave before the course finished. And I'm going to quote him now. So I asked him, why are you leaving? And he said that every day that he listened to the radio, there was a report, man shot and killed. A report of all the violence taking place in the country and all the people who were dying. He got scared and he said, no, I can't stay in this country. I had to leave. Holness continued, so I said to him, you're right. If you listen and come to Jamaica and you don't know the country and you listen to just the reports that are on the radio and the TV, you could easily come to the conclusion that you could be next. Or it is right at your doorstep. End quote. First of all, Mr. Prime Minister, what you just said right there, that is the case. You could be next. And it is right at your doorstep. This is what happens when idealism clash with realism. You have to take the world for what it is and not what you want it to be. That African student you spoke about, the reason why he was hearing on the radio every day say man shot and killed is because on the radio every day man get shot and killed. 10 in one day. Prime Minister Andrew Holness, I know say, I noticed you mentioned radio and news, so I'm assuming you talk about, I guess, the big radio station them. Because at first I thought this was about social media based on how it was sent to me, but I see you specifically mentioned radio and TV in this code, right? But I'm telling you right now, the things that this African student was worried about, I'm not him alone worried. Jamaicans worried too. Yes, it could be right. You could be next, and it is right at your doorstep. Prime Minister Andrew Holness, top 3, top 4, top 5 consistently. One of the highest murder rate per capita on earth. This is not opinion. When you talk about doom and gloom, you know what's the problem with this? You see, if the Prime Minister really had a counter argument, you know what he would have done while giving this speech? He would have talked about the nice things them, because this is what people say, all you talk about are bad things. Alright, listen to this then. The Prime Minister said, he's saying that, sure, nothing is wrong with reporting negative, but report all the good things them too. Alright? So, Mr. Prime Minister, since we are talking about crime and violence, because that's what we're talking about, right? Crime and violence. Since you're saying you don't have a problem with people reporting the negative, but you want them to report all of the good things. Alright, how about this? Why don't you tell us the good things? Why don't you tell us the good things? On this platform, because you went to a community in Gale and you were saying, see, nobody not talk about opening a police station. Opening a police station is nothing to talk about. Opening a new police station in itself is nothing to counter an argument against being the 2nd, 3rd highest murder rate in the world. How can somebody say, so in Jamaica, every year, 1,300, 1,400 people lose their life, and somebody jump up and say, but they open one police station in Gale. That's not a counter argument. Who would ever say that? But why not talk about the police station when they open in Gale? No. If you were talking about the amount of money locked up in the police station in Gale, who then went on to get convictions of being gang members, no way to talk. We could talk, no? People, we have to address it. We have to address it. Prime Minister Andrew Holness, you see, because you said we must talk about the positive them when it comes on, because again, this must be about crime, right? Because we can go to the economy if you want. Jamaica economy has been stagnant. We don't even want to go economy. You see, if people really want, if people just want to talk about things about Jamaica, they won't just talk about crime. And that part, Most of us who talk about crime are doing the Jamaican government a favour. Because if we really want to talk about bad things, we'd have dwell upon the economy too. Even before the whole COVID thing. Because people are going to say Jamaica economy like grow 20% before COVID. Never that going. Economy was stagnant. Yes, we were seeing positive signs, but the growth was anemic. We also want to talk about education. We could talk about education in Jamaica. In the entire Jamaica, we've seen the list of schools that are performing. When I look at that list, only about 10-15 schools are doing well in Jamaica. And that's being generous. Even some of the so-called big traditional schools are underachieving massively. Well, say want to go health? Let's go health. Which is funny considering what Christopher Tufton are go through right now. Right? Well, let's talk about health. Let's talk about the fact that the nurses in Jamaica has produced some of the best nurses in the world. And those nurses know they're foreign. Those nurses are now giving their talents to America, Canada, UK and all over the world. Because down at KPH and down at UE and all these places, they're overworked and underpaid. We could talk about the fact that there are patients in Jamaica who go to hospital and have to lie down on concrete ground. See, if we did really want to talk about doom and gloom, we'd have stretch and talk about all of them things every single day, but instead, I really crime we focus on because obviously that's loss of life. See, all the Prime Minister have to do is just tell where the good things in. Oh, I know, I could talk about a good one. Let's talk about the exchange rate that is now at Jamaican $50 get you $1 US. Oh wait, that's not the case? Wait there. Oh, 144 to 1. Oh, so everybody who have to buy US to make them business go through, them people are suffer right now. Oh, okay. Listen, just tell me the good things then. As Ding Dong would have said, the good things then. You see, the Prime Minister have the platform, you know. The way he makes it sound is as if he doesn't have a voice, like him can't counter it. You see, if I was the Prime Minister of Jamaica and we're seeing huge success when it comes on to crime fighting or the economy or health, you can put out all you want to put out on the radio because media just challenge it with facts. You would have come out and say, listen, the crime rate is exactly where it was last year, even though we have extraordinary measures, how much parish on the SOE, how much Zozo. The radio can say that all they want. All the Prime Minister will come out the next morning and says, well, actually, here are the facts. Crime has fell, murder has dropped 22% year on year, and then they smash up the argument. Prime Minister Andrew Holness was on the platform. Him could have put out the good things then. Him could have, instead, what he said was, listen, nobody not talk about one police station down a Gale. Right? Nobody not talk about them good things that I don't understand. Prime Minister Andrew Holness, people of Jamaica are not impressed. Right? The whole open a new police station, you can't open all the police stations you want. We're talking about results. We're talking about numbers, data, facts. They don't look good. They don't look good. Prime Minister, the argument that calling out the quote unquote negative side is like some kind of, because what is trying to happen, you know, the Prime Minister is trying to use the same thing enough people do in even my comment section. They're trying to shame you into silence because this is somehow making it seem like, oh, you don't love your country because you would have talked about all the, well, give us the things to talk about. People of Jamaica, do you think if next year, if 2021 come and crime, instead of having 600 people lose their life halfway through the year, that number is 100. Do you not think we would all be talking about that too? Do you not think we'd be saying, listen, it's extraordinary, whatever strategy they might use, it'll work? Do you think the media wouldn't be pushing that too? The media can only talk with MC. And by media, you know, let me not say media, let me talk for myself, because I can't talk for nobody people, because they have all kind of agendas and have all kind of boss and they have all kind of ulterior motive. Let me speak for myself. If next year, at June next year, we see only 100 people lose their life, guess who's going to be milking it? Guess who's going to be talking about that, right? And a big up, who big up? Yep, right here. If next year, we hear say Jamaican people actually have bed for lie down on a public, and you, right? And the nurses them now jump on the first plane out of the country, guess who'll be talking about it? If Jamaica can find just 30 schools, just 30 schools next year who can get some kind of success in CSEC that's even worth bragging about, guess who'll be talking about it? So, Mr. Prime Minister, I think what just happened when you gave that speech was a missed opportunity. I think you missed the opportunity for you to talk about all these good things that the media should be talking about. You should be listing the things then, right, where everybody else seems to be ignoring. You should have turned up with a list, them old time scrolls, like back in the medieval times, then you see one man walk up and say, hear ye, do a long scroll and drop on the ground. You should have turned up with one of them there and just start reel out all these amazing things that we should be talking about, because there's obviously some topics that are just naturally more intriguing to the people. Crime, health, education, road building, things like that. These things, the population are always extra curious what going over this. So, crime, don't look good, obviously. Education, don't look good, obviously. Health, don't look good, obviously. I mean, would they not talk about jobs and money? Would they not go there? So listen, if we did really want to start biting about Jamaica, we could go much further. But here's the thing. Covering up is not a sign of love. If your child is bad and is doing badly, telling the child, say, come here, we could talk about the good things them, is not going to help that child. Reprimand and criticism is a form of love. It's also love, right? Being able to say, listen, this not going right, and if you fix this not work, that's not, listen, that's not negative, that's what it is. It is what it is, as the Americans may say. It is what it is. Right? Now, what I want is for somebody, I don't imagine the Prime Minister himself is going to do it, right? But since Jamaica can make international lists, right, for bad things, just show us the international list them where Jamaica make for the good things then. That's all you have to do, All you have to do is say, listen, we might be top 5 highest murder rate per capita, but we are also top 5 for best education system in the world. We are top 5 for best health system in the world. We are top 5 for the economy. We're top 5 for this, we're top 5. Just counter it. Just counter it with facts. And then there is nothing to say. But make sure that's something we're talking about though. Nobody go tell me about, yeah, look how much artists we produce. Look how much singers we produce. What happened to Usain Bolt? Why not what happened to Usain Bolt and Shelley? Because it seems as if anytime you hear nothing positive about Jamaica, it comes out of entertainment, sports music. It will almost appear that Jamaica can't do nothing outside of those two things. So fine. None of that is a counter argument, but sports and music, and even that is shaky because Usain stop run. I saw for maybe see when I go to the next Olympics. Right? Maybe see when I for brag about next Olympics. Personally, and this I don't know, some people are gonna take this one, I will talk my mind. I would rather us excel at education, at health, low crime rate, excel in the economy, and never win another gold medal in history. Let me say that again. If I had to trade, if you tell me right now, Sir P, you can choose for genie in a bottle, ask me to choose. Have a country with a lower crime rate, even 50% lower, a solid education system that actually empowers youth to end up become something in life, where them they go 5 years through school and still can't read and write. Don't ask me that possible. Right? A healthcare system where somebody can at least have a bed to lie down upon. Would they not talk about the treatment? Forget about the treatment. They even give them nothing, just give them a bed. If you could ask me if I want all those things, or to win all the gold medals Olympics, listen, you can't keep your gold medals. We already proved the point. Everybody knows that we produce the Usains and the Donald Quarries and the Merlin Artis and the Shelley and Frasers. We now have nothing more left to prove in athletics. Right? I see some people talk about, oh, them country they wish them would. Let me ask that question. You think Singapore wants to be Jamaica? You think Singapore would trade their country, their economy, their crime rate, etc. to win some gold medals, you think they would say, okay, Jamaica, you get our country and we get 4 gold medals every 4 years. You think they would trade that? You think countries like Luxembourg and Monaco and all these places and the Hong Kongs are sitting around thinking, boy, we sure wish we were like Jamaica? Here's a newsflash for some of you. Not because somebody might admire you or admire something about you doesn't mean that they want to be you. Anyway, let me end this one here. It's a Patreon squad. Big up on yourself. People, take care and be safe. Bless.